Hey everybody, this is Shoshana Turner with Making Blank Laser Supply Cooperative, and I'm going to show you how to make, or not make the jig. Well, we're going to cut it out. Anyway, the shape has been made. We're going to put cardboard in for a jig. We're going to be engraving a dog tag on one side. I already did the other side with the private information, so we won't be sharing that. So you're going to go ahead and open up your Glowforge. I've already got it all nice and clean. And I'm going to use my trusty little crumb tray pins to hold down my cardboard because I don't want the jig, I don't want that cardboard to move once I cut the jig out. So you can use however many you are comfortable with. If you can actually see the hole that you're trying to put them in. And FYI, crumb trays are not the same. Each hole is a little bit different, so don't be afraid to choose a different hole. Anyway, okay, so we're really popped down. We're gonna go ahead and close it and go to the computer. Way over here, excuse the mess. All the blanks, the blueberries. So on the screen here, we've got our tag with the wolf paw print. I'm going to go ahead and move it onto my cardboard where I want to do it. I'm going to go ahead and set focus in the middle of the shape. My lovely husband went ahead and measured the dog tag and created the shape for me in Inkscape a couple of days ago when I was getting behind because of my leg. So we're going to go ahead and cut, and I have a cardboard cut already pre-saved, so it's set at 220 with full power and 1 pass. This is a little bit thicker cardboard than I normally run. I already did them and I know that 200 worked excellent for it. I'm going to turn off the paw print here because we don't want to actually engrave that yet. So now we're set to cut. We're going to go ahead and hit print, and I'm going to hobble my way over. Turn on my exhaust fan so it's going to get louder. I have the inline fan set up. And then it's going to come and it's going to cut out our cardboard shape. And you always want to monitor cardboard because you can see that flame down there. Cardboard has a high combustion rate. It's done cutting. I'm going to let the fan keep going for just a little bit. Reach in and just go ahead and pop out my cardboard piece, and then we're good to go. So I am making sure that the cardboard, the whole piece of cardboard, is staying in place. I have my tag. I've sprayed it with CerMark. We actually did a test because this can is 2 years old. I bought it 2 years ago and then I never used it. So then we grabbed a knife out of the drawer. It's a stainless steel knife. We did a couple of different tests on it. You shake up the can really, really well. And then you just do a nice light coating, light to medium coating on the metal that you're going to do, and stick it in and laser away. So this one, we're going to go ahead and turn that fan down so I don't have to yell so hard. So this one that said butter me up was actually this full power and 1,000 speed at 270 LPI. And then this one was at 200 speed with full power and 270 LPI. And this one was 500 speed with full power and 270 LPI. So our LPI was the same for all of them. If I look really close, I can actually see the lines in it. I don't know if my husband here is going to be able to do that, but that's okay. So you can still see the lines in it. So I know that I want to increase my LPI for this because I don't want those lines to show. I could also do a little defocusing if I wanted to. So we already sprayed the tag and engraved on the other side of the tag with the person's name and phone number. but I didn't want to show that in the video. So we're going to go ahead and do the other side now. And paying attention to where your hole was when you took it out of your jig. So now we're going to take it and take our metal and we're going to drop it down into our jig. Close the lid. I'm going to turn on my air right now while I'm remembering it. I'm going to move the can off of the machine. My print is done. Fantastic. Dismiss. Go to set focus. Set focus onto it. I am not moving anything on my screen. The shape that's in the middle is exactly where I want it. I'm going to ignore the cutout and then go ahead and engrave my wolf paw print. And for the settings, I'm going to do 1000 speed, full power. And then I know, based on the test that I did with the knife, that I want to increase my LPI to 340, and this turned out really well. We used the same settings on the other side when we were doing the name and the phone number, and that also turned out really well. So we're gonna then go hit print. 3 minutes and 6 seconds. So here shortly, once you see it in the angle, you'll be able to see it's engraving black. So the tag, the spray that we put on it, is a light gray, even when it's drying, or has been dried. And now it's coming out to be a super dark black on the tag. And one thing what we did with when we were practicing and trying to figure out how to go about doing this with the jig, with the dog tags, my husband pointed out that because this is such a thick piece of cardboard and the tag is pretty thin, we needed a way to get the tag out of the cardboard without moving our jig. So we just used a standard paper clip, bent it up. You can use it to hook into the hole and then just grab it and lift up the tag to pull it out. Just be careful that you don't stick it in too far and grab your cardboard to pull the cardboard with you. I think you can just zoom. I don't think you have to. Please excuse the nice messy glass. I haven't been very nice to my Glowforge. I put stuff on top of it and then I get reprimanded, which is okay because you're not supposed to. So I'm looking in close with my eyes. Actually, the paw print, it looks black from a distance, but now that it's had a lot more heat going across it, it's this blue, kind of a really dark blue color. But it's splotchy a little bit. And it looks like the heat traveled a little on one of the claws, so I'm hoping that it kept its crispness and didn't blur on the tag. So we're wrapping up. It's almost done, and I have a wet rag here. You typically will take your item and go run it underwater under the sink and then let the water just wash the CerMark off, and then you can take it and rub on it to wash off anything else that you might need to after that. Now if I was doing more of these, I would leave the jig in place, and we're going to kind of practice a little here and show you. So you take your little paper clip and just kind of pop it up and out and grab it, and here is our engraved tag. It is blue. It's definitely got a blue tint to it, so I'm going to just take this now and wipe it off with my wet rag. It's corduroy, so I've got a bumpy side and a not bumpy side. So now we have a beautiful dog tag with their image that they wanted on one side and their name and information on the other side. Voila! Simple, easy, and off we go. Thanks for watching.